Hello everybody, how's it going? Indie Roams here, coming at you with another session of Slay the Spire 2. Do I want to do Defect Ascension 2? Or play Silent and like basically see how I do with her? We're gonna play Silent. We're gonna see how Silent goes. Small capsule. That's fine. Where's my stress ball? We'll go left. Six. One, two, and defend, neutralize, defend, strike, and survival, strike, defend, and strike, defend, and defend, neutralize, strike, end. Damn, we're actually gonna get a lot of gold from the get-go. Whenever you play a card this turn, the enemy loses 2 HP. Gain 2 dexterity this turn. Or we could go poison. 7, strangle, deal 10, 8. The enemy will lose 2 more. On top of that, let's try strangle. Oh my god, hell yeah. Oh, 483 gold from the very beginning. Disgusting. Survivor, strike, and then we'll get strangle. Well, strangle, neutralize, defend, strike, and we take 3 damage, which is fine. Another strangle. Do we want slice? Apply to weak, or do we want leg sweep? Something AoE wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, specific enemy, not all. Let's go Lake Sweep. Spoils. Early shop with lots of money. 508 gold from the beginning is kind of big. Vigor. Fasten. Bag of preparation for 9. Fasten. Block. Block. We'll attack the one in the back, that's fine. 11. Strike. End. Do you think I care? Strike. Strike. End. Neutralize, strike, and strike. End. Strike. GG. Envenom. Now I wish we had the one throw. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, applies 1 poison. Envenom. Apply 2. To all enemies. I'm fine with that. $11. 14. And 3 weak. Let's go for fasten. We'll get rid of our strikes and keep our defense. Fasten. Noxious fumes. I don't have any multi-hitting attacks at the moment. Strike and that's fine. Lake sweep. Strangle. Should have done it the other way. That's fine. Neutralize. Defend. Strike. Attack. Or enter. Lake sweep. And we just have a good loop. Strangle. Strike. Blur. Block is not removed at the start of your next turn. That's a skill. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. Let's go for blur. Happy flower. Strangle. Neutralize. Fasten. Defend. End. Strike. Defend, defend, end. Noxious fumes. Defend, strike, strike, end. 22, we take 10. That's fine. Neutralize lake sweep. We don't have blur. Strike, end. Defend, blur, survivor, and kept an additional 9. Strike, strike, defend, end. Strangle, defend, defend, end. So we got like a defend poison going all around. Neutralize, blur, defend, strike, end. 17 to 18, we only take one. Leg sweep. That was a leg sweep, right? Strike, strike, end. And then all we got left is just to strike. And we're making more money again. All right, we're gonna go for the dagger spray right now. Six. Twice. There we go. And all we need is this dagger spray for 28 damage in total. Cool. Alrighty, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do that. What do I want here? Leg sweep's already good. Deals 1 additional damage for each card drawn this combat. This combat. Enchant a card with steady, which is retained. Enchant 2 cards with steady. Are there cards that I want to actually remain in my hand? Yeah. I would like for murder and... just murder would have been fine. I guess leg sweep wouldn't be bad dependent. The first hand you draw each combat is upgraded. That's cool. But it doesn't really help me at the moment. Neutralize, blur. Defend. Strike. Strike. And... Noxious Fumes. Strangle. Defend. End. Fasten. Survivor. 8. Okay. We take the 1. Blur. Defend. Strike. Strike. And... defend, strike, strike, and... dead. GG. Add 1 shiv into your hand. The next skill you plays costs 0. I'll do big damage. Let's do pounce. Honestly, that just being upgraded would be super helpful. Hmm. $15. Murder, neutralize, strike, and fasten, leg sweep, and we take 6 damage. That's fine for now. Pounce, blur, defend, and strangle, noxious fumes, strike, and block. Back in. 1, 2, 3, and leg sweep, strike, and $40 damage. Wow. Pounce, defend, beckon, defend, and neutralize, blur, beckon, and strangle, pounce, leg sweep, and then we kill next turn with murder. Bloody, oh, God bless. Back in, defend, and one, two, and my God. Shadow Step. Discard your hand. Next turn, attacks deal double damage. W blocking this turn. Discard your hand. Add 1 shiv into your hand for each card discarded. Ooh. Okay. Infection, blight, take and go. Neutralize and to suppress. Innate, deal 11 damage, apply 3 weak. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Gain 4 potion slots. That's ridiculous, but I want the suppress, but I know that would be better. I want the suppress. I want what I want. Leg sweep. 14. 25. Noxious fumes. And pounce. Is pounce this turn? Strike and six. 10. My Strangleback up my sleeve. Add 4 shivs. Speedster, whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Whenever you draw, does that include? That doesn't include like at the beginning of or my turns, right? It's just during my turns, right? Ooh. I want that. Every 3 turns, draw 1. Untouchable Sly. This card is discarded from your hand before the end of your turn. Play it for free. Oh. That's a new property. I completely forgot. Let's try that out. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Noxious Fumes. Lake Sweep. End. Survivor. Blur. End. 3 damage. Because I was just looking for Dagger Spray. And Powder Demise. Dagger Spray. Christ, my dude. Exterminate. With 25% more damage. That would be 18. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah. We're about to make more money. If you have 5 or more cards in your hand, hits an additional time. Ah. I guess we can remove a strike. Wouldn't be a bad turn 1. There we go. Centennial puzzle. We have no more shops for this act. GG. We exterminated them. Add 3 shivs. Shivs deal more damage. I don't know if I like any of these, so we won't add it. All right. Enchant an attack with 8 vigor. I mean, easy. Lake Sweep. Survivor, untouchable. And Fasten, Shadow, 26, Blur, and that's 21. That's 80 damage. Strangle, Noxious Fumes, and Murder Strike. Footwork or gain block equal to poison? No. No. Yeah. Immediate 80. Cool. Suppress. Shadow Meld. $18 and damn, 127 damage in 1 turn. Strangle. Defend. Untouchable and Lake Sweep. $18. And $14. Murder. 1, 2. Strike. And strike. Pounce. GG. We got the Juzu. Cost 1 less energy for each skill played this turn. That's fine. Shadow meld. $34. Strangle, suppress, dexterity, drink, noxious fumes, blur, strike, and fasten. Dagger spray. Strike. Untouchable. And that was a combo that I wanted to do. Lake sweep. 18. Speedster. I do want to try this out. That's 48 damage. $16. 26 and $16 damage. $9. Shadow meld 32 and disintegration. Pounce, defend, dagger spray, and 9, 5, 39, 16, 12, 39, and Lake sweep, defend, and strike, and so for this, we would want to do strangle, suppress, blur, and strike, and disintegration, because we're ending it this turn. Or at least I thought we were. Defend, pinpoint, end. Alright, GG. Poison procs first. Play every shiv in your exhaust pile on the... Oh my god. Bullet time. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. All cards in your hand are free to play this turn. Oh my god. Bullet time. Killer. This won't end well for you. At the start of each combat, add 1 of 5 random cards into your hand. Add retain to the chosen card. Whispering Earring. Vaku gets to play our first turns. Hopefully he doesn't screw us over. Hopefully. We did have to take 15 damage though. Follow through. Fasten. Shadow meld. Blur. Defend. End. Strangle. Dagger spray. Strike. Deal 7 damage for each skill in your hand. Okay. Alright, Vaku, you're the only one that's... That's fine. Pounce. Footwork. Untouchable. Blur. 17. End. Strangle. $24 and 7 damage. Alright, GG. We're definitely gonna need a rest. Skip. No combat. Nah. Follow through. $18, but shadow meld. $21. 18. Defend, and fasten or strangle, defend, and footwork, noxious, defend, into, and strangle, defend, blur. Take the 2. Untouchable. Suppress. Speedster. 1, 2, strike, and we only have 29 health. Shadow meld. Defend. Extermination. leg sweep, pinpoint, and 1453. GG. Blair. The fake shop. One, two, three. I'll buy those. That's fine with me. Do we have a shop coming up soon? No matter what, I have to go against an elite. Ah, tiny mailbox. Gotcha. Letter opener. I forgot about Vaku. I'll take the deflect. And shadow meld. Footwork. Pounce. Survivor. Pinpoint and strike and blur. Leg sweep. Defend. Oh, I could have just activated bullet time, but it didn't matter. Two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Defend, defend, and suppress, deflect, fasten, murder, 27 GG, sturdy clamp, power, expose, remove all artifact and block from the enemy, apply 3 vulnerable. Wow. You know what? Well laid plans. We going left, left, left. Three. Get rid of a strike. Memento Mori. Turn. That's fine. Candelabra. All right. The door. I can't do anything. Don't you dare use that exterminate. Strangle, exterminate, shiv, deflect, dagger spray, pinpoint, end. 13 damage. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. Thank God. Echoing slash. For each deals 2 less damage for each other card in your hand. One. Shiv. Noxious fumes. Lake sweep. Blur. Defend. Two. 14, and this one is the lose energy for every time you play a card. So this will do 40 damage. Yep. Murder, shiv, end. One, two. That work? Bullet time. Strike. Shiv. Strike. Alright. This is like my easy turn, to be honest. Because now I have Fasten. I have Shadow Meld. Lock. Strike. End. That only does 16 now. $27. $8. 1, 2. That's 20. $21. Blur, defend, shiv, pinpoint, end. 35 to 30, so now we don't have to focus on anything else. Gonna weaken you for 5 turns. We could make it 7, but there'd be no point. Shiv. 54. End. Cool. Is this the exhaustion one, or is this the additional energy? Additional energy. Shadow Meld. $34. Shiv and 1, 2. $24. Let's go. This one's a pain in the ass, dude. The silent just attacked. Not even an introduction. Well then. 228 billion damage. Okay. That was a good one. Still going? That's insane. All right, we got 3 epochs. Trophies, the Silent. Fantastic trophies occupy this forsaken place. All were defeated one by one. Those marked by the Silent always fall. We got potions, so poison potion. Apply 6 poison. Goes in the jar, gain 1 intangible, and cunning potion. Add 3 upgraded shivs into your hand. Cool. The Silent hungers for a greater challenge. Ascensions are now available when starting a run. Chapter 4, Bigger Prey. The Silent. The other sisters judge the 4th one in silence. They have not seen her for over 3 centuries, and she returns with ugly pulsating scrap. The Silent recollects the trial she endured for this trophy, but does not speak. To speak is weak. One can only prove herself with more impressive trophies. There's always a bigger prey. Snake Bite, Bubble Bubble, and Accelerant. Snake Bite it has a retain with applying 7 poison. Bubble Bubble is if the enemy has poison, apply 9 poison. And Accelerant, poison is triggered 1 additional time. Cool. And what was that one for? Beat Act 1 with the Silent, and beat Act 3 with the Silent. Cool. And this one is beat Act 2 with the Silent to reveal this epoch. Ill. Chapter 5. A sickness carrying a familiar scent courses through the Silent's vein. The hard pierce is slowly killing her. The grotesque trophy is hurled into the ocean, but the blight has no cure. She will die soon. Oh. Relics unlocked. Tough bandages. Whenever you discard a card during this turn, your turn, gain 3 block. Paper Crane, enemies with weak deal 40% less damage to you rather than 25%. And Tingsha. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy for each card discarded. Okay. Well, we're doing well. We haven't lost a run in a little while, but not on a consecutive basis, more so on like with per character, but we've been just going from character to character. I'm feeling comfortable playing the game with different characters. We won with every character so far now. Now it's just mainly climbing the ascensions. So I guess one way to be able to do this is ironclad A9 silent A1 I have to think about how I want to go about doing that. Not right now, though. But that's going to be it for me for today. For those of you who watched this session, thank you very much. Highly appreciate it. And we'll catch you dudes next time. Have a good one. Peace out and bye.